Welcome back. Next Friday, September 11th, Don Wildman, the host of the History Channel program Cities of the Underworld, will give a presentation at the Quinta Museum. Wildman will tell stories about the remarkable experiences he's had and the fascinating people he's met traveling the world for his show. We spoke with Wildman at the Quinta Museum today about living his childhood dream of exploring the world around and underneath him.
I have found my way into several jobs down the road of life. I was the host of a show called Men's Journal on ESPN, in which I got trucked around the world and whitewater rafted and climbed mountains and did all kinds of things every week. That was years and years ago, and then I turned into kind of a supernatural guy with the Travel Channel. I did ghost travels and stuff like that. And then this job came along as a result of that job, same production company. And they called me one day about 3 years ago and said, "This is kind of weird, but do you want to do a job that you'd have to like jump down a sewer or into a cave or, you know, underground rivers or anything like that? I mean, are you comfortable?" They were saying. I was like, "Please, I'd love to do that." And it really is a show that kind of captures every child's worst or best imagination. You know, what is underneath your feet everywhere you go in the world.
Don Wildman, and that is Okinawa.
In western Belize, near the Guatemalan border.
I'm in Tokyo, Japan. I'm in Palermo, Sicily.
And this is the Colosseum in Rome, Italy. There's a great deal on the show that you learn about the background of these underworlds, as well as the physical experience of going through them and the scariness of it. It's really cool. It's a really neat experience for the viewer. To see these places that, you're right, you would never see on your own. The vast majority of what we shot had to be reached either illegally, you know, or with special permission, or somebody getting a little something on the side. I mean, that was the adventure of the show on our end, because making it was a difficult experience and sometimes a very tactful one. You know, how do you manage this when you don't speak the language of someone in places that we were often?
Wildman has found himself in 35 countries in the last 3 years. He found his way here through Facebook. Like many fans of his explorations, Quinta Museum curator Joanna Wickham reached out to Wildman through the social networking website and friended him while she was studying to become a museum curator.
One of the things that I took interest in was encouraging her to think about this as a really cool career. Like, you could really go places with this stuff. I just remember writing to her. Anyway, she ended up here at La Quinta, and so she wrote to me and said, "Would you be interested in coming out and speaking?" And so it was through everything I'm talking about that I'm here doing this now, next week.
Seating is limited and reservations are required for Don Wildman's talk at the Quinta Museum next Friday night at 7. To reserve your spot, you can call 777-7170.